Okay, everybody, looks like we know what the next skin is going to be, or at least one of the future skins are going to be in Sonic Speed Simulator. We have just discovered some big news about this weekend's update. Hopefully this weekend's update. Listen, nothing's set in stone. Things could always be subject to change. Not the first time that we found out about a skin and then maybe plans change or something like that. You know what I mean? So before we get into the news, I need all of you guys to do me a huge favor. If you are a Sonic fan, please hit that subscribe button with notifications and never miss a video ever again, and hit the like button. I'll give you a second to do that. Did you do it yet? Okay. With that being said, let's get into the news. So we have some theories about what's going on this weekend. Not only do we have a new skin, we have some new hoverboards and chow and trails and all that stuff leaked out. We also got the biggest world to ever launch in Sonic Speed Simulator, New Yoke City, which I think is probably the best level in the game. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of different platforms in here. It truly actually feels like it's got some real Sonic level design. Obviously, it's still a speed simulator and still has to like adhere to certain guidelines, but it really does feel like a Sonic level for the most part. It's like a nice open world Sonic level, which I like to see. Like, there's a lot going on with it. There's a lot of quests and stuff like that, and now there's new chow and trail that we can grind for. It feels like things are starting to really shape up good. I think this is a really strong update for SSS, and I think this is a very solid foundation for future worlds. Like, if future worlds can be anything like this, then I think we're in really good shape. I will say that the map design was pretty strong for SSS 2.0 as it was, but this has definitely been really good. With this giant world in the game, we probably have to have more tame expectations about what's to come. In line with New Yoke City and the Sonic Prime theme, we got some new stuff that we need to talk about. So we have our first leak here, which seems to be a New Yoke City themed hoverboard. So I don't know. I mean, this has never appeared in the Sonic Riders games from my understanding, but it looks like it has all the same textures as New Yoke City. So I think that this weekend's update is probably going to be central and themed around New Yoke City. It makes sense. It's the brand new world. We want to spend as much time as there as possible. I don't expect to, for anything crazy to happen this weekend, obviously, because we just got the big update, which we now know that going forward, that's kind of how it works. You get a big update and then you have to wait a little bit for something good to happen. So it is nice to see that we're getting a new hoverboard. We got one the other week, and honestly, I do want to collect them, but I kind of wish there was more like hoverboard events. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we used to get those. You know what I'm saying? I almost forgot that hoverboards were even in the game. They were a lot cooler in 1.0, especially because like they helped slow us down a little bit and they had the first like boost ever. But this is just kind of like something I want to like talk about. Like, yo, shouldn't there maybe be like some type of hoverboard challenge or something like that added back into the game, whether it's like do tricks or get points for that? I don't know. Something like that would be really cool. Maybe we'll have to do that in New York City. I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen, but the hoverboards are coming back into the game, but it's almost like we forgot the point of even having them. So maybe it would be cool for them to bring those back. It's just something I thought about randomly. Maybe they could add some of those jumps back into the game. I always thought they were cool. And while there isn't as much use for them in 2.0 as there was 1.0, but I don't know, man. I think what's the point of doing hoverboards if there's no point in using them? Whether it's a hoverboard time trial, hoverboard daily challenge, just more variety of things to do in the game. I think that would be really cool. But that's just kind of like I almost completely forgot they're in the game. That was just something on my mind I wanted to talk about. Next up, we have a Resistance Chow. So the Resistance, this is from Sonic Prime. If you guys look right here, we have a 1-pack, a 2-pack, and a 3-pack. I don't know if these are going to be the paid chow or if these are going to be part of the update, but the Resistance are part of New Yoke City. The same logo appears on Rouge's hat as well as Knuckles' hat as well. You know what I'm saying? We got a picture of Dread Knucks right here. We have a picture of Rebel Rouge, so we can assume that this update is going to take us back into New Yoke City. So that's pretty much a foregone conclusion. Now, this is where it gets pretty juicy, and this is something that, we've already known about for a while, but this is still something interesting and noteworthy to talk about because we know what the next skin in Sonic Speed Simulator is going to be. Drum roll, please. The next skin is a render of Rebel Rouge. You guys see it right here. This is Prime Rouge or Rebel Rouge. Actually, there already is a Prime Rouge, but this is Rebel Rouge from Sonic Prime. So it looks like, guys, we'll be heading back into New York City this weekend. It is funny, though. It isn't all that surprising that Rebel Rouge is coming to the game because, like I said, I think I leaked this out, like 3 weeks ago or maybe a month ago? I don't even know. I'm losing track of time. But remember, if you press F, remember, when you pull up the chat, you were able to access the developer console, and if you looked up top, I don't know, I said this in a couple of videos before, but you were able to find Rebel Rouge up in the game's files. So she's been in the game's files for a pretty long time. So it's really no surprise that she's going to be coming this weekend. But the only thing is we don't really know how it's going to happen because there is a lot of moving parts right now. There's a lot of things going on at once. I have a lot of theories. I'm not really expecting much, but why don't we go ahead and get into some of them because there are actually a lot of possibilities and outcomes as to what we can expect for this weekend. But there's a couple different ways we could take it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure exactly how this is going to work. work. Let's get into some of the theories. So my first theory is that it could be like a podium event like Rebel Rouge, because New York City's already in the game, and this is kind of how they've been doing it. It should probably be like a podium event where, like, you know, you have to do a certain quest. You have to kill some badniks, collect some stuff, run around the map for like an hour, and then you unlock the skin. That probably makes the most sense. And if I'm a betting man, that's what it's going to be. But you have to keep in mind that there's some other possibilities as to what it could be. I mean, also you have to look at the birthday Sonic event, which may be going away, by the way. But if you look at this event, we got a hoverboard and a skin. You had to do a bunch of quests. You had to collect cake slices, pop balloons, and destroy motobugs. So I could assume something will be similar to that in New York City. We'll probably have to kill some more robots, collect something, maybe do some time trials. I don't know. But yeah, that's my first theory. But also, keep in mind, we have the spin wheel over here. And what do you guys notice about this? This Rider's Shadow is apparently going away in 1 day. Now, I don't know. Listen, sometimes the timers are off. Sometimes they're not always accurate. But based off of this, it could be something else. You know, maybe it's possible that the spin wheel could be getting a new skin. If Rider's Shadow truly does leave, and I don't know if that's actually going to be the case. We'll have to see about that, because I actually didn't unlock him. I'm so stupid. I was playing on my phone. I unlocked Rider's Shadow, and I didn't press the claim button. I took a screenshot of it, and I literally forgot to press claim, so I don't have Rider's Shadow yet. That's going to be the only skin in the game I don't have. I'm actually going to have to buy it, and I hope he goes on sale if he leaves the shop, because I'm actually going to have to spend money on it. But it's possible that Rouge could be in that spin wheel, but I would assume she would be in New York City. But it looks like it's possible we could get something new for the spin wheel. We haven't seen a skin leak out yet, so it's going to be interesting to see what they go ahead and do with that. I'm hoping that Rider's Shadow can stay, or we get in like a new skin that's really good in there. So maybe we'll get 2 skins this weekend. I don't know what the other skin's going to be. I mean, don't ask me. It could be the hoverboard. I don't really know. Don't ask me, because I have no idea. The only thing I do know is that Riders Rouge is coming to the game this weekend, most likely, since nothing else is leaked out, and it's already Thursday, and we'll probably have to go back into New York City to unlock her, and we'll just have to see what happens with the spin wheel. I want to see if Rider's Shadow actually leaves. If he leaves, I'm gonna be really sad, because I don't have it. So yeah, we're just gonna be running around New York City. I mean, honestly, I have a lot of grinding to do in the game right now, which is good. I don't expect this weekend's update to be too content packed, but I'm happy that there's gonna be some new tasks to do when we run around New York City. I'm hoping maybe within the next like couple weeks we'll get a good update, but after, you know, this big update, we should expect nothing too crazy for the next couple weeks, which is fine. I mean, we got a lot of good content. We have 4 daily adventure givers now, so now there's a lot of stuff to do when you log in the game. I have a lot of grinding to do, so I'm not too mad about it. Obviously, it's not the end goal. There's some certain gameplay loops that we want to see in the game, some extra activities like bringing racing back and stuff like that, but we'll have to wait and see about all that. I want to know what you guys think about the new update. I want to know what your guys' predictions are. Do you think it's going to be Rebel Rouge? What do you think her task is going to be? Do you think it's going to be just a regular scavenger hunt, or just another list of chores to do? I mean, that's probably what I think it's going to be. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about New York City, and I'll talk to you guys very soon.